Then when I became a school-based administrator, I was charged with that tier 1, really, the core instruction. So when we started looking at the MTSS when it comes to the mental health supports and services, we realized there was a lot of stuff already embedded in our curriculum. When you look at the guidance standards, you look at the health education standards, there was a lot of bullying prevention. You've got DARE in the school for the drug and alcohol. We used restorative practices within our high school. We had some social and emotional curriculum going on in our schools. Then we realized that tier 2, that some of it was going on, but we had no way of tracking it. We weren't tracking how many counselors were working in small groups, and how do they determine who were in their small groups. Were they really using the right protocol? Were they keeping data to say who's going to do what and how we were going to implement this? So we use the SHAPE, and I'm not sure what that stands for either, but it's an assessment. And when we look at our SHAPE, we realize what is going on with tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 with these things. Bullying. Do we really have something in place for tier 1? Do we have something in place for tier 2? Tier 3. So I kind of look at it from the curriculum report. Children have to be directly taught. You know, we can't assume that they're just going to learn by, you know, osmosis or by hearing it. They're going to have to be directly taught the skills in mental health and social and emotional learning. So we kind of looked at our data, developed protocols, and resourced map all 3. What resources do we have available in Beaufort County for tier 1? What resources do we have for tier 2? What resources do we have for tier 3? And making sure that the qualified professionals knew what their responsibility is in all 3 of these tiers. Because it's really important that, you know, if you're a school counselor, you know, and you're not doing something you're supposed to, you want to know. I mean, because they don't go to work every day and not want to do their job. So when we resource mapped these 3, we really were, it was an eye-awakening experience for all of our staff to say, okay, well, you know what? I am doing some group therapy, but how do I really determine which students need the tier 2? So developing protocols and making sure that we've got the right things in place, the resources in place at the school, because funding's always an issue, and Project Aware's really helped with these 3 things.